we know that our mindset, whether we have a optimistic outlook or pessimistic outlook, has an effect on how we experience reality. That's pretty obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are acting as if that mindset can be taken to the extreme. As if we are an extreme optimist, we will have extremely positive experiences. And so we are in our minds almost as if we're declaring to the world how things are going to be. And they tend to happen that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did this for everything we create, whether it's Great Morning, whether it's podcasts, whether it's the walks and everything I've done. It's as if we don't allow the universe reality to be any other way except exactly how we want it to be. And then we follow with the action necessary that will give that likelihood of it being the way we want it to be the highest chance possible. And so I think that goes for a lot of health. We talked about this in the past few podcasts about how many Diet Cokes you put down, right? It's actually a podcast released today, the day we're filming this. And I really feel someone who looks at Diet Coke and enjoys every single sip and loves the crap out of it, it's going to have a different effect on the body than if they looked at the Diet Coke as if it was poison and they felt incredibly guilty while drinking it. And they're scrolling their phone, they're distracted, they're not present with that drink or that food while they're doing so. I think it does have a major effect on how it actually reacts in our body. And we're just taking that to the highest level we can, in which all of the limiting beliefs or the limiting food palette we believe that we're capable of eating may be changed, may be shifted if our mindset believes it can be. And so it was funny how, as we're practicing the shower thing, this limiting belief around me being dirty all the time, need to be clean, simultaneously we're given the opportunity to look down my allergies, look upon how it may not be serving us anymore, and it may have just been a story we've told ourselves our entire lives. If I tell myself I'm allergic to everything and I deeply believe it, it'll probably be as such.
Yeah.
But if I tell myself the opposite, it'll probably be as such. And so we had an incredible experience, which we got to see that my body performed near perfect, as opposed to me having an allergic reaction. Everything went perfectly. And so shifting that mindset around it, declaring to the world that this no longer serves me, this no longer applies to me, I think has a huge effect on our bodies for those that are ready to fully embrace it.
And I'd also say this can apply to absolutely anything. So I think one of the most dangerous sentences that I hear people say all the time is, "That's just the way I am." No, it's not. You can change the way you are at any moment. If you say, "Oh, that's just the way I am. I'm an introvert. I'm an extrovert. I'm awkward. I'm anxiously attached." If you give yourself all these labels, guess what? You now have put a limiting factor on how you're going to act in every situation. Which, what if you were to flip it? And instead of saying, "I'm an introvert and I'm socially awkward," you say, "I'm an extrovert. I'm fully comfortable in every room. I'm fully confident everywhere I go. I know I belong in every room I walk into. In every room I walk into, I connect with people effortlessly." You feel a difference? But if I were walking around, which I used to, by the way, I used to tell myself these stories and used to say, "I'm introverted. I can't do small talk. Oh, I short circuit around people because I don't understand what to say next. No one's like me. I can't find my people." And guess what? All of that came true. So our words are incredibly powerful, including the identities we allow ourselves to have when we give to ourselves. And we have the ability at any moment to change the labels that we put on ourselves. So for Cam, it was something as serious as, these are the things I'm allergic to. And I have a lot of allergies and I have negative reactions to food. And for him to sit here and say, which is pretty marvelous, honestly, and remarkable, that you would say, "I'm just going to let go of these allergies. I don't want to be someone with allergies anymore." And you believe that in your body, then went to the Olive Garden and we had a fantastic time. It's pretty incredible how powerful the mind is when you give it positive direction of the person you want to be or aspire to be, rather than the person that you are today that's holding yourself back.
If you believe in something 100%, it's destined to take place. if you believe in something 80%, it'll work to the 80% degree.
Mhm.
And so this whole allergy thing, I think I'm probably 90 to 95% sold that the mind truly dictates how my body reacts and what is allergic to or lack thereof. And therefore, 90 to 95% of my allergies have gone away.
Mm.
I think of it this other way. I was putting out this tweet the other day. It was like, people functioning at a very high vibration or awareness, enlightened beings, aren't subject to the same things that the average human is. I've never seen a monk leave a monastery to go to the local CVS pharmacy to grab a prescription for his cold or something like that. That just doesn't happen. It's as if they don't get sick the same way the average person does. And so as we evolve as humans, as we raise our vibration, it would make sense that the rules we've been taught, the programs, the conditioning about how things are, about our own minds and bodies, may not apply to us at that higher state. And we're thankfully just experimenting with that to the extreme right now. Like in a normal life, not going to a monastery, not meditating on a mountain, whatever it is.
We're not monks yet.
we go upon life in a very normal way, but we refuse to believe in anything that doesn't serve us. And when you only believe in things that serve you, you tend to create a pretty fantastic life for yourself. And that's incredibly hard to do when we have literally decades of programs and conditioning running through our minds at all given times, telling us how we need to live. But you and I are reaching a point where we want to be free, truly, truly free in all aspects, not just financially free, but mentally and emotionally free, to have no limitations, so that we can enjoy this human experience to its fullest extent. And somehow, some way, a big domino to fall in my journey to feel that way came from me having swamp ass.
You swamp assed your way to enlightenment, baby.
That is crazy.
What a sentence.
That is wild.
Taking no shower for 5 days.
Shower, Olive Garden.
It lets you let go.
Swamp ass. Thank you all for watching the last video. If you want to watch another one, you can click here, or somewhere over here. That's it for today. Sending much love your way.